Award-winning actress, writer, and producer Tina Faye is our guest programmer. And Tina, you are now an official member of the TCM family.
Thank you.
And with that comes a lot of responsibility.
is there a cafeteria that I have access to?
Dues. You have to pay dues, yes.
Are there jackets?
Yes,
okay,
indeed. Tina's final pick for us is a film from 1974. Wonderful movie that showcases some of the best moments from MGM's library of films from the 1920s to the 1950s. It's the original That's Entertainment. Now, do you remember when you first saw this movie?
I do, actually, because I'm pretty sure that my family went to this movie in the theater, and I think this is the first movie I saw in a theater. And I have a distinct memory of my parents saying to me, if anyone asks you, you're 5. Because you had to be 5. Back then, you know, people drag their babies into the theater to see, like, Saw 4. But back then, you had to be 5 to go into a movie theater to see it, you know, a movie that wasn't for little kids. And it was the most exciting night of my life, certainly at that time, and the most exciting thing I had ever seen. Right.
I always thought that this is where, I think it is true, this is where nostalgia started. I don't think there was any great nostalgia for the past movies. You know, there was certainly no TCM, no demand for old movies until this movie came out and kind of reminded everybody about what great movies and great visuals that people were given in movie theaters back then. And so people started investigating a little more.
Yeah, I had so much pleasure showing this movie to my daughter also, who had not seen many of these things. Some of the movies she had seen, you know, she's seen Meet Me in St. Louis, she's seen really famous things, but just, yeah, these old Busby Berkeley sequences where it's I forget what movie it is, but there's like this, a pretty girl is like a melody, maybe, and they're just like this rotating
From the
thing,
Great
and it's
Ziegfeld.
So giant, and she was sort of like, what
like a big birthday
what
cake.
are they on? What's happening? Why are they doing that? I was like, wait, it's gonna pull back, and then they just pull back. And it's an amazing spectacle.
Yeah, I have one favorite moment in the movie, and that's where Elizabeth Taylor is hosting briefly at one point, and I think it's just funny because of Elizabeth Taylor was married at that point to Richard Burton, and she would slip into a British accent once in a while, and she comes down and she's talking about being on the set of these movies and watching all this singing and the dancing.
Yes, she does.
The dancing. You know, Elizabeth, you grew up in L.A., for God's sake.
The what we would call wraparounds, the parts that were shot that were new in 1974 are now equally fascinating to watch. I had so many revelations rewatching it. One, I was like, oh my God, Gene Kelly's wearing a toupee. Oh my God, Gene Kelly's been wearing a toupee this whole time. Like, who knew? That was a revelation I had. Elizabeth Taylor's accent. The interesting way that the different stars, they have this kind of straight copy to camera of like, in 1946, and they all do it so differently. And Liza Minnelli, whose look is amazing with the shag haircut, and she delivers this, you know, thing to camera about, you know, her mom, and she's so kind of like warm and vulnerable. You get the person's real acting style. Elizabeth Taylor's kind of grand. A fun thing to look for when you watch it now is the sequence they did with Mickey Rooney. I was like, did Mickey Rooney just say like, I'll only give you an hour or something? Because he's in like a really weird set. And then I was like, did they not do this again? He's talking and he's walking through the old Andy Hardy neighborhood, and he stops. His end mark, he's completely in tree shadow. Like it's sort of terribly shot. His go drums. Like he must have just been like, I don't feel like doing this or something. Because some of them are so elegant, and then some of them seem so slapdash.
You get one take.
He's like, you get one take. I'm going home.
Yeah. So it's a good movie. So let's have a look at it. At the singing and the dancing.
The dancing.
And the dancing. Here's the movie from MGM in 1974, the original That's Entertainment. It's no wonder they call MGM the studio with more stars than there are in heaven. And I'm back with Tina Faye, who chose that film for us tonight. Lovely film.
Such a good film.
Yes, indeed. Such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing this.
Anytime.
You know, you are a member of the family, so now you have to contribute.
All right.
You know?
We'll do Secret Santa in the holidays.
Secret Santa and cook a turkey now and then and everything like that. So what's up with, I mean, you're always so busy doing so many interesting things.
Yes. We're working on making new episodes of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt that will be available to you next spring, March or April. We'll have to see if we can work you back in. You should become a recurring character on Kimmy Schmidt. And I have a couple of movies coming out anytime now. Take a look.
What about drama? I mean, that's the one thing you haven't really, that we don't know you for.
For drama?
Yeah, except maybe in your personal life, but...
So much drama in my personal life. I do speak passable German, so I would like to do I would like to play like a really horrible Nazi that gets her comeuppance in a war movie. You could
I
make
wanna be
that
in that
happen,
one.
right? Be in that with me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get like bludgeoned by a crowd. That would be good.
But in your past as an actress, have you done a lot of drama?
Drama, very little on stage. I would love to do something on stage again. For me, my career is like how long can I run a scam where I just get to make movies with my friends before they shut it down? So I have a movie coming out with Amy Poehler soon, and I'm going to keep trying to run that scam.
But thank you for your time.
Thank
for
you
being
for having
here.
me. Such
You're
a pleasure.
such a pleasure to be around.
Thank you.
So glad
you
you came into our life.
Thank you. I'm so proud to be in the family now.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
And to all of you, thanks so much for joining us as well. But don't go away. There's much more ahead here on Turner Classic Movies for you. Plus, there are no cuts and no commercials. I mean, why would you want to watch anything else? Stick around.